Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with some Valorant action in the fishbowl. It's been a while since we've had some Valorant on stream. They unfortunately missed out on the playoffs in the Division 6 in the NECC, but they were able to qualify for the Division 7 Nationals because that's what they competed in the fall. So here we are, Division 7 National Championship bracket. This is the round of 16, best of 3. Lakeland University taking on... I'm going to just call them Eagles because they got a long name. I'll get it to you at a later date. But we're hopping into round 1 already. Camera is actually down for us today, so probably just some longer breaks in between, and then we'll hop into action with you guys right away. But heading into round 1 here, it looks like Lakeland is on defense starting on Pearl.
It does look like Lakeland is taking early lead into looking at mid, but it doesn't look like someone's completely watching A. Asher does spot them, blocks him off, but they are coming in.
Yeah, the entry is, the go button was pressed. They are starting to entry on A. It's going to be full retake here from Lakeland as Asher retreats all the way to the back of spawn, sitting at 32 HP. Cobra firing pop shots through the smoke, seeing if he can find the planter. And now Lakeland's, we're going to have to see how Lakeland's post plant goes. Might be a little tricky here for Lakeland just to start out to knock some of the rust off. They've been playing together a little bit, but not really much as 5 seconds. Cobra finds the first pick, Electric follows, but Cree gets 2. It is a 3v3 here for the retake of Lakeland. Cobra finds another, but 2 more get traded out. It is Soren in a 1v2 situation. That chamber is sitting on 1 HP. 1 tap will take him out. Looking to try to find this jet, but just does not find the shots. Round 1 going over to the Eagles.
Very unfortunate that they just got pincered there by the jet and chamber, but it is only pistol round. Pistol round, the first half, it can set the stage, but
pistol
most
round
often,
can go either way.
Most often just gives one team more of an advantage than anything.
So something that the Muskies were deliberating before this first map here was whether they were going to run a Sentinel or double controller, because we do have 2 controller players on this roster. They opted to go double controller and double duelist, so only 1 initiator and no Sentinel here. And honestly, no Sentinel kind of proved to be an issue there on that A push, as they were able to just take A sites like for free.
It does look like they start going into
3 fall early for Lakeland on the buy round here for the Eagles. As they got their work cut out for them if they're going to want to pick up this round 2, as Electric just doing anything he can to find some damage. Does find the headshot with the right click, but just does not quite kill, as Asher has a shorty and is in probably the worst spot to have a shorty, where if you're looking at where the Eagles are sitting right now.
Oh yeah, he's just waiting for them to push. Just playing for exit picks at this point.
You're not really playing to win the round here at this point. You're maybe playing to get a gun and get out of here with your life. Or if you can at least hold them here and try to knock some of those guns off the board, because they're worried about defuse. But no TP from Ashton. He's not going to be able to get onto that bomb quickly, so it looks like he might just hightail it out of here. But no, he's actually just going to sack the gun. See you later. And round 2 heading over to the Eagles.
Since it was their save round, dying the bomb to get 1 more ult point is probably the best course of action. Since they're only going to get ult points by picking him off if he tries to run.
Yeah, so an early 2-0 lead here for the Eagles. I would say, you're a Val player here, so I'll let you correct me if I'm wrong, but Pearl does sometimes feel like an attack-sided map. It's a fairly large 2-site map, so it can be quite difficult to hold at times, especially without a Sentinel. But how do you feel about that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just the fact that B-Long is just one of the only places that you can execute onto it, as like B-Link is way too small and can be cornered, especially by this comp with 3 mollies, 2 mollies and a stun.
Smoke's coming down here on A as the Eagles look to maybe replicate some of the success they had in round 1. Some pop shots going out here from Asher. He is going to find some damage. 2 members of the Eagles on red HP already. Soren pops out of the smoke and finds 1. Bomb is down. And now what can Lakeland do on the retake? They are at the numbers advantage. 5v 2v4 currently, and here come the members of Lakeland rushing into this A site to see what they can do. The blind is invested from the Omen, but just doesn't find the right person. Ashton finds the headshot, and he's just going to stick this, I think. They got so many members here from Lakeland. They're able to play this post plant, and pros don't fake. Round 3 heads over to the Muskies.
Yeah, trying to save the gun, not get spammed out here, just to make sure. They try to get some value, but don't find Cobra.
Yeah, I really liked what I saw coming out from the Muskies there. Over the last 2 semesters, really, there's been some tentativeness on post plant, on what they want to do, but the call was made. They got that pick on the Omen on the stairs, and Ashton just instantly stuck the plant, and everyone else was watching that angle because they knew the rest of the Eagle squad was A main, so they were able to just hold that really, really well and pick up honestly a crucial round, because that was if they lose that round on bye, it looks really, really rough for them.
Oh, absolutely. Their economy would be in the gutter. But it does look like E.T. Han does spot a couple B long at least.
Yeah, he finds a few with Soren playing mid, and the KO knife will detect E.T. Han, so they know at least one is playing here B, but their intuition will most likely tell them there's going to be more than one playing on such a large site, as Electric and Soren are here to reinforce E.T. Han if he needs it. But a very slow push coming out from the Eagles, just trying to find any sort of info, because as of now, they really only know that E.T. Han is on this site.
Yeah, Soren did dodge the scan, which means the orb did stay up, making sure they don't come through.
Yep, and it looked like the Chamber was just looking for any sort of pick he could find before he hit his snap TP back to where he had that set up. Looks like maybe some rotations are coming out here from the side of the Eagles, but Asher is laying in wait. Let's see if we can find some trigger discipline, as he does find one.
Gets a little bit more shots off before dying.
Yeah, finds some damage on the KO as well, but the KO does get the flick headshot, and it looks like Chamber is sticking around B site, so he is going to lurk. The Muskies will have to be careful for this one. 2 people playing mid, 2 people playing A, as the Eagles have to kind of hit the go button here. They don't have a lot of time, but Etihan just can't find the shots and doesn't move out of the way quick enough, and the TP comes out from the enemy Omen, and they are going to commit to this B site with Chamber already quite far back in the Lakeland spawn. This is going to be a little bit of a difficult retake if they can't find picks, but right as I say that, Soren finds one onto the Omen. Cry falls. Oh, and Cobra finds the kill through the smoke. This is very advantageous for the Muskies. Electric finds the crucial pick, finds the double. There is the evening this round up here, 2-2, heading into round 5. Really good bounce back from the Muskies.
Oh, absolutely. That little snap by Cobra was insane there.
Yeah, that was crucial, because if the Chamber finds that pick, it makes it really hard for anyone playing mid, coming from B site, or coming from A site, excuse me. It makes it really difficult to actually retake A there if Chamber's holding that height.
Yeah, but Chamber did miss the opportunity to try and backstab Soren in B short.
Yep, and it looks like we're most likely going to have a battle of the lurkers this game. Those of you new to the Muskies, Soren is notorious for how much he likes to lurk, and it looks like this Chamber is kind of following suit. He's lurked almost every round so far. So we're going to have to see who wins that battle, but Kree finds an early pick onto Etihan. That is rough, with just finding that pick with a Marshall. That's rough for the Muskies, as Electric will fall as well. 5v3 very early here for Lakeland. What can they do? Can they find the picks? But Soren falls as well. Some great shots coming out from the Eagles KO right now, but Asher does find one. It could make this doable. 4v2 here for the Eagles as they look to push onto B site. Just finally finding and picking up bomb now. Cobra's trying to find some shots. He does connect with a few. TP is going to be invested here from Asher. He's going to just try to find any sort of ankle. He does see Kree, and he is sitting at half HP. Just 1 or 2 shots might find that kill, and he does. He evens it up, and now it's going to be a 2v2. This is very doable if you're the Muskies now. From what looked like very, very difficult for them, it's now an even up 2v2. See if they can retake this B site.
It does look like their jet did miss a little bit of Asher's timing, but it does look like the Veto does pick up their slack.
Yep, and Asher only found maybe 1 bullet onto the Veto, but the pinch comes out. The op actually invested. I didn't see that on the side of the Eagles. Round 5 heads over in their favor. Pretty close game so far.
Yeah, just bouncing a little bit back and forth. The op did I'm not sure if the op played much of a part there, seeing as and it wasn't
final
fired
kill.
at all.
Yeah, final kill is what it picked up, but that does give Lakeland information to maybe not peek B long because they do have an op. Just try to play a little more careful in that aspect. And looking at the score right now, Etihan's sitting at 0-5, and that's not somewhere he will stay. He's a player that will bounce back, just maybe taking a little bit of time to find his footing in this match. I would say that's the player to watch here. If Lakeland wants to find their way back into this and find their footing in this match, it's going to be on the back of Etihan just trying to find his footing here in this round 1 of this best of 3.
Looks like they're starting to show the
Ooh, and a great
Electric
shots.
gets a kill.
Electric does find him. He does get stunned or flashed here by the KO. Going to invest a flash of his own that is going to land, and he's going to find another kill. A great trade coming out. Soren does die, but he does trade his life. 4v3 here, but Cobra falls, make that a 3v3. Cobra was one tap anyway. It was going to be hard for him to win that unless he found that headshot.
It does look like the Vito does retreat.
Oh, and Asher just doesn't find the shots. He saw him first, but the Jet just gets a nice flick. And 3v2 in another post-plant situation for Lakeland.
It does look Jet and Electric are going to... Jet's looking the wrong way.
Yep.
Electric does get the jump
And
on it.
Electric does have his ult. He could invest to try to create space here for Etihan to take A site and maybe look for a defuse. Obviously, they don't know that they're playing main, but they have to kind of think that they would be. As the ult is invested, Vito does find the kill on to Electric, but he will come back to life via that ultimate. The wall is going to be invested as well, and here comes the Eagles. They're going to try to find something. They have to spam, and they do find the kill. It is halved. Can Electric find this defuse? But the wall's going to fall. They lined up for the kills. He just couldn't quite find them. Round 6 heading over to the Eagles, 4-2 in their favor.
Yeah, it looks like it was a battle of the Alexes in art today.
Yep, so we're going to have to see what the Muskies can do to bounce back from this. A little bit of a shaky start for them, just missing some shots they don't typically miss. That's definitely the rust of not playing for a while because we have had about a month off of the game.
Yeah, we never thought that we'd make it into Division 7 at least.
Yep. And unfortunately, just the nature of how things work, we didn't hear until a couple days ago. So they've had a few days to prepare, but we do have people that play other games in this facility. So just doing what they can to stay ready. But it's game 1 of a best of 3. They're still very much in this. Just gotta calm down, calm those nerves a little bit, and find those typical shots they're used to hitting.
Yeah, it does look like Asher is opting to hold a close angle with a Bucky.
And he does find the kill, and that is crucial because I know he was not having very much fun with that gun when they were warming up initially, so I'm glad he's able to find that early pick and make this an advantageous position here for the Muskies. Etihan is stuck there with a ghost, but he does fall. It does get traded. Soren finds that kill, and he should pick himself up a Vandal. So on this save round, the Muskies might have a chance sitting in a 4v3 with one of the members of the Eagles at about half HP.
They do have 2 win cons on the field, both being weapons from the Eagles here.
Yep. So 2 weapons on the side of Lakeland now, right? If I'm not mistaken, or just 1, I think. I think Soren was the only one that picked one up. Yeah. So a couple Sheriffs, a Ghost, and a Vandal. See what Lakeland can do. But if they can find the kill onto that Jet, she is about half HP. That can make this very doable for the Muskies. 30 seconds remaining. The Eagles are going to have to make a decision where they're going to go. It looks like they're posturing towards B site. The KO knife is invested, so they should have some sort of information as to what they're going to do here. Etihan's going to opt to play a close angle because he is rocking that Ghost. Cobra does invest the ultimate, and he finds Jet. That is a massive pick, and the Muskies are looking to try to take this round here and now. KO ult is invested as well. They're hunting Etihan, trying to find him. They fake the plant, and they're able to get the wall bang as well. This spike will be planted, and now it's going to be another post-plant 3v2 situation here for the Muskies, but that KO ult is still ticking.
The KO ult is now down, but Lakeland does have a couple tools to work with now that KO no longer has the ult active.
Yep, wall invested, and Cobra is going to fall in halls to the KO. What can Electric do? The flash is going to be invested from KO. He does find the pick. Do they know where the chamber is? He's playing main. Shots come out. Electric finds the kills, and it looks like they will have enough time to stick this defuse. Okay, okay. We don't have volume here at the casting desk, and that made us very nervous. We're not sure if they were going to be able to get that off, but they were just stalling time to be able to pick up that op to make that thrifty round even more valuable.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Having an op on this map is amazing since there are, I believe, about 2 or 3 sight lines that the op is uncontested at.
Yep, so maybe this is the candy Etihan needed to turn his day around. 0-7, but giving him the op. Let's see what he can do with it here on B long. And will the Eagles even make the mistake of pushing B long because they know they picked up the op? It looks like they're just going to be posturing towards A site and try to make a play there.
Yeah, I would like to see Lakeland try and make a couple moves into pushing B main. However, with the op,
and jet knives are invested, and this is a fast push coming out here from the Eagles. What can the Muskies do to hold this while their team rotates? Asher does find the kill onto the jet. Oh, and Cobra finds another. This is a great start for the Muskies, but he has to reload. He did not have enough bullets in the chamber. Soren is going to look to find one. Shaky shots, and he's not able to find those kills. Electric does fall, and it looks like Etihan in a 1v2 situation with this op. Let's see if he can find anything, and look at that COD timing. Just trying to, and the shot doesn't connect. How does that not hit? KO finds the kill. Another round over to the Eagles. 3-5 so far in this round 1.
Yeah, that op shot not connecting is
That's detrimental because that gives it back to them. Not only do you lose the round, but it gives it back to them, helps save their econ even more. And the Lakeland econ continues to be in the dumpster right now. Even after that thrifty, they're not able to capitalize. It looks like right now when the Eagles are opting to fast hit a site, the Muskies just don't have enough util to hold them off because, again, just to note, they're not running a sentinel. So it's going to be quite difficult for them to be able to hold these sites on those fast pushes here from the Eagles.
The Etihan does look away just as they're starting to push. Does spot a couple by...
Yep, and smokes are going to be invested. It looks like Fade Alt might be invested as well once the squad gets here. Once the cavalry arrives, they're going to maybe look to make a play here. Fade Alt is invested. Asher's going to find one. He's going to get greedy for the gun, and he is going to lose his life for that as well. KO finds the kill. Electric drops as well. Looks like Crip on the side of the Eagles is going absolutely crazy in this round 1.
But it does look like Cobra has the right idea, starting to run towards A.
Yep.
As Eagles are starting to rotate towards A here.
3v4 situation here for the Muskies. They're going to have to find some opportune picks here. As Asher was able to find that early pick, but just got a little bit too greedy for that Vandal. And the Eagles learned from their mistakes. They died to that Bucky shot in an earlier round, so they sent another person there to get the trade kill, and it worked out well for them.
It does look like
And Soren does find that pick.
It does look like their chamber is taking a little bit of a late flank fade here.
Yeah, and it looks like Etihan might get stuck in a really bad situation. He does fall, but he does find the chamber. The chamber, unfortunately for the Eagles, doesn't find the shot that he needed. He does have this op, but Soren is going to find the kill. The bomb or the spike will be defused, and the Muskies again another thrifty round on this defense, just pulling themselves back into this game.
That was a great Bucky kill by Asher there, and a
throw
great
it off the map. And we have Etihan on the board. Now we go, boys. Now we go.
Etihan was having us watch a montage of op no scopes in the old CS:GO.
Yep.
But unfortunately, from what I've seen from him this semester, do not give him the op, please.
Just a rough start for him. He is one player that is a very mentally strong though. He'll bounce back from this. Just dusting a little bit of rust off. He's actually going to push up B like you asked for, and he's going to find one. He's heating up. If he finds a third, he's going to be on fire. We're going to see what he can do here. Soren is hiding here as well. They might not know that Soren is playing this lurk here. If they decide to push up even more to try to push Etihan, because he's been solo holding this site for the most part, they might just Soren might find himself a cheap little double kill as he's going to look to try to find these shots onto the jet. He will. Cry picks up another one onto Etihan, however, a 3v2 in favor of the Muskies in round 9 here, or round 10, excuse me, as Cobra has the op, and he does find himself a kill, a 3v1. Just Omen against the world here. If you're an Eagles fan, you're looking for 3v1 clutch. If you are a Muskies fan, you're looking for a quick kill here to even this up heading into round 11.
Unfortunately, the Muskies are a little bit separated, but it does look like Phoenix and Viper are going to...
Yeah, they're holding great angles here, so they just get any sort of intel on where the Omen is, and they're able to find the kill. Electric shots look like they're online today. 5-5 here, heading into round 11, and this is the exact kind of games you'd expect in a national bracket, right? You're going to find the best teams in that division are going to be playing against each other from all sorts of conferences across the country, and you're going to get close games like this. So looks like we're in for quite the close series here. Probably, based off of this first round of attack, might be going to 3 maps. We're going to have to see what happens here, but looks like the Eagles are going to be posturing for maybe a mid push or another B push. Etihan, again, maybe looking to push up a little bit further here on B main to just try to create any sort of pressure for the Muskies.
It does look like Etihan does spot at least one.
Yep, and the Omen Smoke is invested early here from the Eagles. Etihan kind of holding a really good angle there, but the Jet Dash gets them out scot-free. KO Knife is invested as well. So much util coming out from the Eagles as the Muskies are going to start to rotate now, but only Jet is on site right now for the Eagles. This is still very doable as the TP comes through, and Electric is in a perfect spot. He finds one. Cobra trades another. Gangster's able to find Electric, but Cobra trades that kill out as well. A 4v1, for the Muskies with Soren on that lurk from the spawn. It doesn't look like this Vito is going to make it out of here alive. He is getting pushed by everyone. Soren, find him. He found the shots eventually. 6-5 here. The Muskies finally have a round advantage heading into final round before swap.
Last round before it swaps here, yeah. But I would like to see them take at least one more, having an advantage going into an attack, just to make sure that they have the best chance of winning this match.
Definitely. And one thing I will mention, I would think, you can correct me if I'm wrong, B, but I would think the Muskies took this team comp planning to play attack, right? Running the double duelist, running double controller, being able to push sites hard and then hold for post plan.
Yeah, this is mostly an attack, but it does have some really good stall for defense.
Yep, with the double controller. Oh, and a collateral coming out from Cobra. What a great shot. As the Muskies have a 5v3 advantage already in this final round before swap. Soren's trying to find another one. He does. 5v2 here for the Muskies as Soren is just begging to not get shot here. 30 HP in a dream. He's going to try to lurk across, but he actually might just stick out of his smoke here. He does find one. KO Knife invested. Finds Soren eventually, but looks like the Muskies are here and ready. Electric finds that kill. 7-5 heading into the second round.
Yeah, that was a pretty good usage of Phoenix Hope there, just making sure to secure that kill, not letting them get ones.
I will say to the team on stage, after that collat, Cobra probably gets the op from here on out.
Oh yeah, no, Cobra only gets the op here.
Yep. So we're going to be looking at scoreboard here as we head into round 2. Muskies on attack now. Electric and Soren topping the charts here as Cryptix and Alex the Great on the side of the Eagles doing what they can to keep their team in this, but really spreading the wealth on the Muskie side outside of Etihan, but he's going to have a good round here. He's going to pull himself back into this round, and he actually did a lot in that round on defense, making sure that he was able to hold space on B solo, not playing a Sentinel to allow the Muskies to rotate. He did a great job on that half. Just the scoreboard's not really showcasing
the scoreboard
that.
Does not show that value.
But you don't play and Electric finds one down mid as he's going to push through mid. I think this is Sewers, right? Deity finds 3. The Muskies quickly fall down to a 4-2 disadvantage as it looks like they're going to opt for B site here. Etihan and Soren, the 2 seniors on the roster, doing whatever they can to maybe find themselves one more national championship before they graduate in 2 weeks here. As we see Soren looking for a lurk here into the spawn. Deity's going to find him, and he's going to be stuck in a hard spot as Etihan does fall as well. A 3v1 here for Soren. What can he do? 45 HP in a dream, but it's already getting stuck. What can he find? He's going to have to... and so much util being invested from the Eagles. This is just a matter of time before he does fall. He's going to try to maybe pick up a kill here. Pushes Halls, tries to find Gangster, but Gangster does find the right click. Actually, probably advantageous for Soren to die there, just because you're getting more value for your team there on a pistol round. But
I'd say that having Chamber get that ult point off of it is going to be extremely advantageous for them, as Chamber does like to sit near B,
which
has the most value for his ult.
Okay, so if you're keeping track at home, the Muskies are now 0-2 in pistol rounds so far tonight. We're going to keep a tally of that as we go through this best of 3, as it looks like they're looking for another mid push here. It looks like all 5 members are going to be looking to push Sewers, or maybe even moving over. But Gangster finds the early pick with that Marshall onto Etihan. This is going to be a tough This is going to be a tough save round to win here for the Muskies because it looks like there's a Bucky sitting on the other side of that wall. Some key guns invested here. But they are going to find one. They're going to find that pick on to the KO, and a Stinger is going to go into the pocket of Cobra. As Soren almost finds the right click there onto the Omen. Would have made it much easier for the Muskies, but Cobra does get traded out. Bulldog beats Classic almost every single time, or Stinger at range, as here come the Muskies down A-Halls, but Kangster's going to find another with that Marshall, and it's just going to make this very, very difficult here for the Muskies to do anything. And Soren will fall, and Asher is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Maybe he can pick up a kill on the way out. He does find one. He has that Stinger in his back pocket. He is a Stinger enjoyer. We're going to see if he can do anything. If he finds Alex the Great here, he has an open space to push to B, but it's going to be tough as a Bulldog typically does beat the Stinger at that range. 2 rounds in a row heading over to the side of the Eagles to even this up.
Yeah, something that I did see from Lakeland there is that they did kind of slowly peek around the corner, which gave the Outlaw more time to adjust, more time to react.
Yeah, and no util invested either, but it is a save round. You're probably not even buying full util at that point, and you're just looking to maybe if you find a couple early picks, pick up a gun or two, then you can find that round. But it's all right. They were saving. Now they have a full buy into kind of a broken buy here from the side of the Eagles because they were on that buy-up round. So this is a critical round here for the Muskies to win, to even this out a little bit more and not let the econ of the Eagles snowball out of control.
It does look like Asher does fade out the chamber's shots.
Yeah, and the fade eye is going to be invested as well. It does get destroyed, so they have some idea of where some members of the Eagles are, but the Eagles are very, very quick to rotate over to this B site as they have 3 members here already and 2 pushing through mid as Soren is sitting on the lurk, making sure that no one gets behind them. He does spot the jet, but does fall. Electric does trade onto Kangster, though, so they are going to have advantage on site here. He does drop to Alex the Great. Cobra trades that kill out onto Cryptix. Etihan finds Alex the Great, and it looks like the Muskies have this advantage. They're going to look to plant Spike. Both members of the Eagles playing mid here in Halls. The TP is invested from Kree. Etihan does not quite know if it was a fake or if he went height. That is the madness of Omen. You don't know where he went with that CTP as Asher does fall, but Etihan does trade it. Round 1 for the Muskies.
That was a great bounce back by Lakeland there, just making sure that they do not stop them from planting. That is what we are looking for.
It was a good bounce back round, but losing 3 guns there was tough. It kind of really destroyed Lakeland's econ. As you can see, they're barely able to get a full buy again this round, not even getting a full buy for the whole team this round. So if they could win that with maybe 1 or 2 more guns, their econ is in such a better spot. But again, it was crucial because as you can see on the Eagle side, only 3 members with full buys. So they were able to kind of stop that snowball of the econ coming out from them from the first 2 round wins.
Yeah, that was a great econ destroyer round. A couple.
It looks like they're going to try to get Phoenix ult here, but the knife timed perfectly. None of the Lakeland members felt like shooting it today, so they're going to have to wait till this knife suppression stops here to see if Electric wants to invest the ultimate to push this A site, or if they're going to maybe fake it and look to push B. Playing it slow here in this round 16. Oh, and Soren finds a great shot. He definitely did not see him first, but gets the flick. That is the Soren we know and love, finding those critical moments to find those picks on the lurk. And like I said, he loves the lurk. He loves playing mid just about every single map that we play. And here come the Muskies. They're going to hit the go button now. They're going to start to push A site and see if they can find any sort of advantage. Molly is going to be invested into Cubby here to try to find this KO. He doesn't know he's actually there or not. I'm not sure. Phoenix ult times out. Soren finds another. Looks like it is a 3v3 for the Muskies as Deity finds one. Alex the Great trades another. Cobra falls, and it looks like it is just Soren and Electric left as he's going to look to try to find that trade, but Deity finds another one. Soren drops as well, and it looks like round 16 is going to go over to the Eagles.
That was very unfortunate that they just went down. You see the KO just swapping between the knife and gun really fast.
And now this is really going to hurt Lakeland's econ. This is probably going to have to be a full save round here as they barely scraped by a full buy there, and the Eagles were able to live with three full buys basically. So they're definitely going to have to save this round and see what they can do. Maybe they can get another thrifty. They already have 2 under their belt this game so far. So let's see if the Muskies can maybe find an early pick and make something happen.
Yeah, we have a little show here in Prod. Little Yeti dancing a little bit. Where's the Qdoba ASMR session? That's later? Okay, stay tuned.
Yucky. All right, and here come the Muskies. They're actually just going to opt for a fast push just to try to maybe catch the Eagles off guard. You know, they don't have the weaponry this round, but if they can catch them on close angles, the right click of the Classic does go kind of hard sometimes. So we're going to have to see if they can make anything happen, or if they're all just going to play like little rats in the sewer and see if they can find a pick here and pick up a gun and make something happen. But the Jet is playing this perfectly, playing far enough back where they can hold this angle in sewers and not allow anyone. If they all push out here and get triple collided, I don't know what I'm going to do. But it looks like Jet did move. Another flash is going to be invested. They do find one. Electric did by a Sheriff. He finds two. Those are massive kills for the Muskies here in a save round. Let's see if they can find anything else as they're opting to push B hard. The Chamber does find one. He finds two, and they don't peek out with them again, so that those kills go unpunished. He's literally 1 HP, folks. He could get hit by a butterfly, and he would probably die at this point. Let's see if he can get any more value here for his squad, as Electric is going to look to try to get this plant down. A 3v3, basically a 3v2 here with Chamber being on that low of HP. Etihan taken down to 35 HP. What can the Eagles do to try to play this post plant? Can the Muskies do anything to hold them off? Etihan does find one. That is a crucial pick. Soren finds another, and it's just the Chamber on 1 HP. A butterfly could kill him. Just hit him with the bullet. He does fall. Round 17 goes over to the Muskies. A thrifty again. That's 3 on the day already. 9-8 in favor of Lakeland.
Yeah, 50s. 3 thrifties coming out from the Muskies here. That is what we love to see here.
Yeah, I'd rather not even have thrifty rounds at all, but when they are there, it's awesome that when you can take them. And now look at the econ on the side of the Eagles. They're playing this very well. They're not going to try to force anything. They're going to make sure that they can full up by next round, because we're getting to crunch time here in this game one of this best of 3. 9-8, such a close game, so back and forth. What can the Muskies do to maybe capitalize on this? Is Kree's just going to fall early, but that was a bait. They had the knives invested, and Jet does find the trade kill. That is a huge win for the side of the Eagles, because they are able to pick up a Phantom. They still have more knives, but Electric finds one in the back. There's nobody on A site outside of Chamber and Art, and they know he's there as well. The dog did spot him, and the Muskies are just going to have to pinpoint where this Vito and this Jet are hiding.
It does look like
Electric finds one. The knives are going to be invested, and finds another. This is going to be difficult for the Muskies. They are going to find the pick onto the Chamber. A 3v1. They just have to play around each other. Make sure that Jet can't isolate 1v1s.
Oh.
They fail their dash. That is something you don't want to see if you're an Eagles fan. 10-8 here for the Muskies. We'll take those all day long, as we are 3 rounds away from a Game 1 win and heading into Game 2.
That dash is very unfortunate on the Eagles' end.
Yeah, that looked like me in solo queue for sure.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, no, that's actually Burbach on Jet. That's what I've seen. I've seen him do that plenty of times. So that's Burbach on Jet right there.
New sound cue. Yeah.
Yeah, just every time you dash into a wall, just every single time, just no fun. But he's up 10-8 here, heading into round 19.
If you dash into the wall, you should get concussed. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, it's embarrassing enough that you do it, so I don't think there should be any further punishment, because you most likely will die, like it did happen for the Jet there, unfortunately. But the Muskies will take that advantage anywhere they can get. The KO just was trying to see if there was anyone there and almost got a haircut for it, as he's going to retreat back onto A site, as the rotations are already going to be starting to be called out, as Soren finds one but does get his life traded. There's been 2 people playing mid almost every single round now, so Soren isn't getting as much value as he wants out of the lurk, but he does find one. They're getting so much information here, as we did have a little bit of lag from I think just our spectator view. I don't think Electric was lagging there, as KO is just trying to get out of here with his life. He is so low HP. Etihan finds one through the smoke. Alex the Great gets Asher, but Etihan trades it over. 11-8 for the Muskies, 2 rounds away from a round 1 win.
We just need 2 more wins, and I believe that will be our first win on Pearl this entire semester.
Yeah.
We keep saying that Pearl is our map. It's the one with a lot of water.
This was a map that we used to have a lot of success on in the Fishbowl, and it has not happened in a while. So a win on Pearl here would be massive for the for the momentum and the mental here in the fishbowl for the team on stage, as we are going to be heading into round 20 here to see if the Muskies can force match point or if the Eagles can take this back and forth game and make this even closer than it already is.
Etihan just trying to jump spot here, see if he can get any value. Doesn't look like anyone is peeking
and
now.
3 players of the Eagles again playing mid, so if they can spot out Vito here and they're able to find some information, they could get a fast push. But this is just kind of the tale of the 2 comps that are being ran, double duelist versus double sentinel. The Muskies were able to get a great hold on defense 7-5 with no sentinels, and it looks like the Eagles just aren't quite getting the value out of their sentinels quite yet as they want, as Phoenix Ult is going to be invested. Here comes Neon as well. Kree does find that first pick. The wall is going to be going down any second, and what can the Muskies do? Electric finds one. Asher finds another. Now the Viper ult is going to be invested as well. The Muskies want to force this match point now. Deity finds Electric, though, a 3v3 here. The plant is coming through, but Asher does fall. The chamber pushes into the Viper ult and is able to find that kill on Asher. He was planting default. In that scenario, you might want to plant this somewhere else. They find the shots just spraying through the smoke. But Etihan finds 2, picks up that round 20 win, and they are 1 win away from picking up this round 1 in this best of 3.
Unfortunately, no plant money, but yeah, Etihan having the slow roll.
And they forced the timeout. I didn't even see what happened. I saw Soren fall, and I thought that round was falling for the Muskies, but Etihan finds 2 crucial picks, and the Muskies are on match point here, heading into round 21.
That was a slightly delayed execute by Lakeland there, as Eagles just keep taking space mid, keep taking space A, cornering them into B. But it does not matter since Etihan having the slow burn as the KD raises.
What did I tell you? He was gonna turn it on here on this attack round, and he's already not on the bottom of the leaderboard anymore. But again, this has just been the tale of the 2 comps, like I mentioned, and honestly, just simply hitting your shots so far. We've seen some shaky shots from both sides, but Etihan really coming online now, and that has been crucial for the Muskies here in this attack round.
Yeah, Etihan is usually a aggressive player in this scenario, especially in Omega Strikers. I did tune into their
he is their forward. He is the one that is playing in the opponent's face at all times. And it looks like the Muskies are going to maybe opt for an A push here, but the Eagles, someone check the PCs. Is there a bug in the facility? Looks like they are going to be reading us like a book right now. We're going to see if the Muskies actually commit to this A-side push or if they're just going to be doing their slow strategy like they kind of have been the past few rounds. And the KO knife invested sees nothing. So, but the Muskies don't know the jet is here. Knives are out. They don't know if they're going to be able to find that pick. They don't, but luckily no Muskies fall for that blunder as well. I've told them time and time again, do not walk with your knives out when you're in these situations. But sometimes you revert to those sort of few tendencies, and that can happen from time to time.
Vito does pop the ult and starts taking so much space.
They're going to be able to know where Vito is, though, from where that ultimate was invested. And here comes the fade ult. Electric finds that first pick. Neon is going to invest her ultimate as well. They are hunting right now. The Muskies are already on site. Electric finds one through the smoke. Cobra finds another. There are 2 members left. There are 2 members left between the Muskies and a round 1 win. The 2 fall. 13-8 is your score. The Muskies go up 1-0, heading into match point here in the round of 16 Division 7 national tournament.
That was a great spam through the smoke by Lakeland there. Just getting KO down, getting Chamber down, not letting them through.
Yeah, and a quick look at the scoreboard. Electric and Soren topping the charts, and then the Muskies did a great job of sharing the wealth there, though. Everyone played their role. Everyone did their part, and that is the reason they were able to take that round 1 win. So we will be heading to Bind for map 2 here. That is the Muskies pick. So we're going to see if the Muskies can close it out at match point or if the Eagles can force a game 3. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with Bind and map 2 coming up next.
Falling in quickly. Tell me you feel something too. Caught in the moment. I'm lost. lost here without you. Tangled up in your web, holding on to every word you said. I'm ready, you know, I'm open to show. Would you say the same? We're falling from outer space. We're moving like a full-paced supernova. We're making all the headlines now, and I just wanna seize the moment, 'cause we won't ever slow it down. Kissing in the
Welcome back to the Fishbowl. The Muskies picked up game 1 here in the round of 16 national tournament bracket, Division 7 in the NECC. We are in Agent Select here, and this is the Muskies map pick. This is what they wanted to play. Bind is the map that they're probably the most practiced on. I mean, you would know more than I, but this is a map they really tend to like to use.
Yeah, on Bind, they tend to opt for their fabled two controller
Two duelist.
And sometimes it's two duelists, sometimes it's two initiators.
I think it depends on who's playing, right?
Yeah.
If we have Ewan, if we have Cowan, it's probably two initiators, right? If we have Donnie and Alex, it's two duelists because they only play duelists. So, you kind of work with what you got.
It does look like we're on the Eagle side right now, so
we will swap over in a sec.
Waiting for Prod to
we
get
are
back.
Waiting to get this round 2 map started. And early, you're going to be seeing Kankster doing typical Brim things here on defense, on Bind. You sit and spawn, and you can kind of just wait, and you can smoke both sites. But actually, he's going to run off of there already, so maybe he's not going to be doing that.
Yeah. Honestly, I would love to see Prod try and free cam this.
I would not. Burbach was doing a great job with free cam and Overwatch on Saturday. But gates are open. Map 2 has begun, and it looks like the Muskies are going to be opting maybe for a slow A push here. 3 members of the Eagles set up already. Dog is going to be invested here from Sky coming out of Lamps as the one-ways are up. I believe that is our smoke. No, maybe that's theirs. I wish there was a better indicator for Brim. You can tell really easily with Omen.
I believe that is the enemy team's Brim, since it
Yeah,
doesn't have any red hues.
That would also make sense because we're probably saving Brim smokes for post-plant. They'll most likely use Soren's smokes to push in as a great timed flick away from that flash there as Etihan picks up a kill, but Deity does trade one onto Etihan. But the Muskies have A site now. They have control. Cobra finds one in Lamps, but there still is another. They have to be careful. Spike is going to be planted. Soren picks up Cryptax as it looks like there are three remaining for the side of the Eagles as I was looking at the wrong side. Donnie picks up, I believe, 3 or 4 in that round and is able to find that round 1 win there for the Muskies. I didn't even know what was happening during that.
Well, there goes Prod. Okay. Yeah, Prod is
Welcome to Lakeland, ladies and gentlemen.
We might see Prod getting fired here.
As round 2 will be starting shortly. What are the Muskies doing well? First, before that, pistol round 1-2 now.
That is
one
true.
win and 2 losses so far here for the Muskies.
It does look like they're starting to push on showers here.
Oh, and some good chunk damage coming out from that grenade from Cobra as it will drop Kankster to about half HP as there's 2 members really holding showers close here as here comes the Sky Flash, a full flash onto Electric, but Etihan was able to avoid to be able to protect from any danger as it looks like the Muskies are going to opt for the A push yet again, but that deadlock is kind of lurking in behind. They have to be careful. And Mix, it looks like, is one of the agents selected on the Eagles side, the new agent that I honestly haven't seen too much of since we haven't played a ton of Valorant since he's came out.
Yeah, Mix is a weird new addition, being a controller, but also being able to heal. And it has probably one of the most amount of healing potential that I've seen in this game.
Yeah, just a lot of utility coming out of that agent. Probably more than a controller should have. As Cobra's going to start pushing now, the trade kill will come out. Soren does pick up that kill, and that is kind of what you have to do in this game. Sometimes the name of the game is those trade kills. As the lineups come out from Soren to find that Molly in corner and make sure that they can clear out this B site. As it looks like Spike is planted, but the Eagles are on site. Soren does find that kill with the Guardian. One will fall. This is a 4v3 in favor of the Muskies, but the right clicks from the Classic take Etihan down. Electric trades one. Cryptix back. Asher finds Cryptix. It looks like it is a 2v1 here for the Muskies. One playing in Tube, one playing in Gardens. As the flick comes out, Kree finds that kill onto Soren. Soren was 1 HP, but he does find that kill. Asher is going to invest the Molly so that they're not able to push through U-Haul here, as they're going to wait and see if they can find this kill and pick up this round 2 here for the Muskies. Slowly creeping out, trying to see if he can find any sort of angle onto Asher, but Asher's playing so patient. He's playing this well. He just needs to play time. He's playing off of touch, and he finds the kill on the Cree. Kyle's excited on the stage there as the Muskies' advantage increases to 2.
Honestly, I thought Cree saw Asher's gun there. Does look like we're going into free cam again.
Yep.
Hopefully it won't be a showers push this time, because free cam and showers
just
is not going to end well.
No, it's not a recipe for success.
But that was great execution by Lakeland there, going up 2-0 in this match.
Yep, and we're going to see the Muskies shift their focus onto B site here now with 2 going into long. 2 going into long. We have 3 pushing to hookah. We're going to have to see what the Muskies can do, if they can continue to build off this great start that they've had for themselves, or if the Eagles can start to even this up and it'll start to look like maybe that first round of map 1 where it was just so back and forth. It looks like the go button will be pressed. Phoenix is going to invest the ultimate. Nade is going to be sent to the back of site. Electric finds one. He's going to hop onto site. He's looking for a second. He finds another one. Cobra. Kangster finally sends Electric back to his body. And Electric was taking some shots in the back as well there when he was waiting. And Soren lays in wait in the TP. Cryptix is probably slamming his desk right now. Etihan finds another kill onto Kangster and just runs out of bullets. Deity's able to kill Etihan there. Otherwise, he probably would have had a 3K, but a great setup here for the Muskies. A 4v1 with probably 2 HP to their name, as it looks like the Rays is just going to hightail it out of there and save that Phantom for another day.
Yeah, at 8 HP, this is basically unwinnable for them. But it does look like we might see a TP rotate. Unfortunately not.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any sort of TP rotate to try to find this kill, so DD will get out of here with their Phantom and their life, but the Muskies will pick up the round 3 win here and increase their advantage.
Yeah, that was a great hookah execution by Electric there.
Yes.
And some great bullet dodging by Electric after being shot out of ult.
Well, and this was one thing that was stressed with the Muskies, but prior to this match starting today was the use of utility just needs to be more. Sometimes they tend to hold on to their utility, specifically their ultimates, until there's a perfect time to use it, rather than just using it to create some sort of advantage. And that's exactly what Electric was able to do there with the Phoenix ult, was able to pop that Phoenix ult and create so much space for their team to be able to take site and then not give it up to the Eagles once they took that space.
Yeah, one of the best things you can do in this game is tab in to see what the ult points are looking like on the other team.
Yep.
Just to make sure that you will not be surprised when they pop ult after 1 kill.
Yep, and here comes Cobra into hookah. Another B push coming out from the Muskies. 3-0 advantage here on map 2. The Muskies are on match point as the Eagles are looking to make it to a round or a map 3, but Etihan finds the spray through the smoke onto Alex the Great, and it looks like the go button is going to be pressed here any minute for the Muskies as Soren is doing his patented lurking again. The boombot will be, or the boombox, I guess I'm going to call it, from Minx is going to be shot out from Cobra there, as looks like the Muskies are just being a little bit hesitant now that that brim smoke is down in hookah. Are they going to commit to this B site, or are they going to look for a TP play? They are going to commit to the B site. There are 2 members of the Eagles back site in what do you call that? What's that call out?
Elbow?
Elbow, yes.
Yeah.
Dog does land onto Etihan, so he's going to need some protection from the squad. But the smokes are there for post-plant. Soren is playing that lurk, but it looks like, Raze is going to find Soren on the lurk again, so just not getting a ton of value over there on that quite yet. Sky's flash is going to be invested. Etihan finds the kill. Electric finds another onto Kangster. A 4v2 here for the Muskies. Very advantageous. Electric finds another. This man cannot miss right now, as it looks like the Muskies are going to extend their lead to 4-0 here, as another save round coming out from DD, and just going to save that gun yet again and not try to make any sort of crazy plays happen here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Deity did not start rotating in time and stayed on A even after the bomb was planted, not even attempting to make any moves.
Yeah, and we actually might get a little bit of an engagement here between Asher and Deity, and Asher does fall. He has his knife out. That's why you don't run with your knife out, as he does fall there. But the Muskies pick up the round 4 win. A great start here as Lakeland is looking to close out this best of 3 and punch their ticket to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I believe if we win this, we get the first seed, or
It depends on who wins.
Yeah,
We
depending
get
on-
the winner of the first seed and the 16 seed. Whoever wins this game between Lakeland and the Eagles will play the winner of the first and 16 seed in this Division 7 national bracket. So we're going to have to just wait and see, but still plenty of Valorant to be played. As we saw in map 1, stuff can get flipped on a dime, so the Muskies have a lot of work in front of them still, as it looks like they're opting for yet again another B push.
Looks like the Eagles don't have anyone looking in hookah this time. Hookah just going to find some value. Etihan doing the same with the Vandal, but still unable to see anyone.
And I think, well, I'm sure there has been more deadlock walls, but that's the first deadlock wall I've seen all game. So it looks like a lot more util being invested here from the Eagles to try to hold the Muskies off of this B point, but Fade Alt was invested. 2 kills are going to be found on the side of the Eagles. Alex the Great finds one and finds another with his ultimate, as the spike will be planted here. But Kangster with an amazing molly takes Cobra out. A 4v2 here for the Muskies. They're going to have to find some picks here if they want to pick up this round 5 win, or can the Eagles get themselves on the board?
Does look like Cryptix does find Soren hiding in hookah.
Yeah, and there looks like they're just going to possibly stick this. And yeah, Electric does what he can, but that isn't going to be enough. Round 5 will head over to the Eagles, and they finally find themselves a round win here in map 2.
Although Lakeland did lose, I believe that their mental is still high up there.
Yep, Econ is still in a good spot. You're not going to win many Valorant games 13-0. So it's all about how you bounce back in the next round. So we're going to see what the Muskies can do here. It looks like there is one ult online. If we could hold tab so we can see what that ult is for the side of the Eagles. Production, if we could hold tab so we can see what that ult is. Production, if we could hold tab and see what that ult is. And okay, we're not going to get it this round. Maybe next round.
I'm pretty sure they're just ignoring us at this point.
As Etihan is going to push into showers, and it looks like Electric is going to be able to get that Phoenix ultimate. The Sky ult is invested. That was the ultimate that I was trying to find.
Yeah,
he is just going to eat it. DD does find Etihan, so there's only one member left in showers here. Will he invest the Phoenix ultimate, or will Lakeland? And Cobra finds a huge pick that is going to allow Lakeland to take so much space here, as it looks like 2 of the 3 Brim Smokes for Lakeland are already invested. Electric 10 HP in a dream, just trying to find any sort of value from backside, as that ultimate finally ticks out. Kangster did get a couple shots into him before Electric was sent back to his body, as it looks like he's going to try to swing out, and he does find the pick onto Cobra. 3v3 here, but make that a 3v2, make that a 2v2. Asher and Soren versus Kree, and I believe that is Kangster on the side of the Eagles. The fake is invested here. What can Asher do? He's going to have to try to find some of the mollies invested, and he's going to fall. The Brim ultimate invested on top of that as well, as Soren finds Kangster, and that is going to be another round victory for the Muskies.
Yeah, Soren just lining up the lineup from there, just making sure that they don't get it, and the flank from Asher.
Yeah, and quite a questionable ult there from the enemy Brim. I'm not sure what he was trying to do with that ultimate, because he had to defuse.
He did have to defuse. I know that there is one play that Brimstone can do where he ults himself while defusing the bomb, masking the tap.
Okay, and it was halved, so maybe since it was halved, he could have gotten it before he died. Maybe that's what he was trying to go for, but nonetheless, the Muskies sniff it out. Heading into round 7, up 5-1, in a great position here to try to punch their ticket to the quarterfinals. Or will the Eagles pull themselves back from this deficit and force a map 3? We're going to have to wait and see, as the Muskies are going to be pushing onto B site here. Another deadlock wall is invested. Maybe they will just opt for a TP play here at some point. If Soren gets a pick on A site here, I would like to see a TP push here from the Muskies. We'll see what will have to happen, but I think that call will be made if Soren gets a pick. Otherwise, the Muskies are going to hit the go button here on B site soon. As Cry does find Asher, he picks up one, but Electric does trade. The Muskies are doing a great job of that so far here today, as they're getting so many of those trade kills as Cryptix and Alex the Goat fall. This is a free site for the Muskies if they want to take it. I know they don't quite know that yet, but DD is going to rotate. Here come the shots, and Electric just can't miss right now. He's clicking so many heads, and Soren's just tracking. He finds Kangster on that lurk yet again. 6-1 for the Muskies heading into round 8.
Soren just playing with their food there. Just Brimstone did not see that coming in any world.
Yeah, Soren has just been on the lurk for this entire attack round so far, and there hasn't been a ton of value coming out quite yet, but he has been able to find those moments like he did there with Kangster. Now, it would have been difficult for Kangster to make something happen anyway because it was a 4v1. But nonetheless, the Muskies are in a great spot here heading into round 8 as they're looking to close this one out here and now.
Yeah, it does look like we have more Viper lineups by Soren here.
Yep.
I believe going into...
Yeah, and here's a very default push as well. We haven't seen one yet this game.
Han getting a little bit of value by shooting into that smoke there.
Yeah, it looks like Sky and Raze might find each other, and Cobra does find that pick onto Raze, and the TP is invested. Here's that TP play. So here come the Muskies. What can they do? The Fade is going to be invested as well. Here comes the dog. Phoenix ult is popped. Oh, and Kangster just finds himself on the business end of a bad situation as he finds 3 Muskies in the showers, as there are 4 Muskies remaining here on A site and only 2 Eagles to try to sniff them out. And the Lakeland has been playing post-plant really well on Bind so far. You can definitely tell that they're much more practiced on this map than they have been on others. Etihan finds Kree in height as well, and there goes Didi yet again, just playing for another saver. At some point, they have to try to make something happen here, B, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, no, Deity has been having a rough time trying to rotate fast, but it does. But the Eagles on A just keep getting wiped out before they can even start rotating.
Yeah, and I wonder if the hesitation is coming from the Soren lurks. He just doesn't feel comfortable rotating through the map because Soren could be lurking around any corner, as Didi does find one onto Electric. They're trying to sniff him out. Can Etihan find this killer? Will Didi just try to save this gun? Doesn't look like that will happen. But at some point you would have to think on the side of the Eagles, Didi has to try to make a 3v1 or a 4v1 happen. You see those happen all the time in Valorant, and at this point they're just giving rounds away just to save a gun when the rest of their team can barely buy anyway.
Yeah, no, with that, they will have a full buy. However,
yeah, so for this round it does, and I not saying it's a bad thing that they're saving, but it's been what, 3 rounds now that they've just hightailed and saved, and it's like at some point you have to try to get some value out of this.
If they did die there, they'd have enough for a full buy.
Yeah,
but that would still put their money down into it.
It could be a comm from the team just to save the gun. You know, it could be a morale thing to just not have another full team wipe, save a gun, and head into the next round with a little bit of an advantage in some capacity, as Electric is already on backside as Etihan flies into the smoke and finds one. They're going to find another on Cryptix in the back of sight. Kangster finds Soren with that judge, but Cobra and Etihan trade kills of their own. A 4v1 again for the Muskies. Their attack on Bind has looked clinical so far.
Yeah, usually starting on a defense on Bind, which is usually our pick, we see a lot of great things coming out. But on attack, usually we find it hard to get ourselves there as we don't have flank protection.
Yeah, and honestly, the flank protection has been coming in the form of Soren. He's been lurking on the opposite site that they've been pushing every single round, where it's not allowing the Eagles to feel comfortable to play that flank, because every time they've tried to play the flank, Soren's there to stop it, right?
Yeah.
That might be why they have the hesitation to have those rotations quickly through flank, because they don't know where Soren is, right? So that's what the lurk can offer. Even if you're not getting those kills, it applies so much pressure on the map. But again, another default push coming out from the Muskies here. We might see another TP play with Asher taking bomb long B and the rest of the team clearing out showers on A. But Asher's going to find Didi and does find the kill. He gets the flick. That was a great shot coming out from Asher. Are they going to opt for the TP play, or are they going to opt to push B? It looks like the fade ult is going to be invested onto A, so I would think the TP is going to be invested in. Yes, it is. Soren finds one. Kangster trades one onto Soren, but Electric trades that kill back. So many great trades coming out from the Muskies. Every time a Muskie dies, there's another one there to trade the kill instantly. This is just about as perfect a Valorant play as you want to see from them right now, as Etihan finds a team ace before the bomb even gets planted. 9-1 for the Muskies heading into round 12. Or sorry, round 11.
Just great execution by Lakeland. They're covering all bases, covering their teammates' deaths, doing whatever they can just to stop the Eagles from coming through for any chance at victory.
Yeah, and we're going to see, looks like a full B push here coming out from the Muskies. They just want to finish out, in an ideal world, they finish this round out 11-1 and just give themselves 2 defense rounds to be able to end this game here. It looks like it's the standard for pushing to hookah with Soren kind of hanging back a little bit. And here come the lineups yet again. The Molly's going to be in that corner to try to clear anything out. What can the Muskies find? You're going to go fishing. You might find a Muskie. And here comes Cobra with that showstopper. Can he find something in, what is that, U-Haul? No, it's not U-Haul. It's still elbow. Just back there, it's still elbow. Okay. I didn't know if the part that looked like an elbow was elbow or if the whole thing was elbow. As Electric finds one, there was one kill that was found from the Brim ult. Cobra finds another. Spike has been planted. It is a 4v2 in favor of the Muskies. They are just hunting right now, doing everything they can to end this series and punch their ticket to the quarterfinals. As Electric does fall to Kangster in the Stinger, that one's gotta hurt. As here comes Kangster, he does find Cobra and however does fall as well. Etihan is searching, trying to find someone. The Bandit against the world. He will fall. 10-1 for the Muskies, and the timeout has been initiated. No, never mind. It has not. That was a smoke integrity. I got baited.
I would imagine that Eagles would use their timeout here, but it does look like they're not going to.
Yeah, last round before swap. If you're in the Eagles' shoes, all you can hope for right now and all you can play for is winning this round and bringing any sort of momentum into attack. As we see a full A push, and there might be an instant Brim ult onto Lamps here, and this could be disaster for the Eagles as there are two members sitting in Lamps. Will he push the trigger here? He is going to pop the Brim ult, and they're going to hightail it out of there. He does find one kill as Raze was able to blast pack away. Kangster finds the spray onto Asher, but Soren trades that out onto Kangster. Deity finds Cobra. Etihan finds Deity. These trade kills again, B, are just coming in left and right. There is never a member of the Muskies falling without a member of the Eagles falling right after as they win that round. Round 12, 11-1, heading into defense, 2 rounds away from the quarterfinals.
Just only 2 rounds away from victory. Seeing the spotlight, just Electric and Soren have been having a field day. Soren on the flank protection and Electric on the entrance. Just a masterclass of skill coming out from Lakeland as a whole.
Yeah, absolutely. As the team looks quite comfortable even with that time off. They looked a little shaky maybe in map 1, but not so much anymore. They are warmed up. They are ready to go, and they are 2 rounds away from the quarterfinals and another match this week as they look to close this one out here, heading into round 13. As we're on with Soren here, playing this close angle with the Bandit. We're going to see if he finds any members of the Eagles. He is going to pop his smoke. This is it's a patented Soren play. He loves to do this. 2 fall for the side of Lakeland early. That's a great start for the Eagles, but Soren finds 2 with a insane flick onto that second, finds the wall bang and finds 3. Can he find another? The reload comes through. He finds 4. Where's the ace? As he does fall, Deity takes down Soren, and a just guttural yell coming out from Soren on the stage, but Etihan finds that kill. 12-1 to the Muskies. Match point to head to the quarterfinals.
This is not looking.
That was one of the more guttural yells I've heard from Soren in a long time.
Yeah.
He wanted that ace really bad.
He was fiending for that.
Yeah, he wanted that ace. After that flick onto the brim, he was feeling himself. Finds the wall bang, gets the reload kill onto the sky, and does find the first shot onto Deity. It just wasn't a headshot. Etihan cleans up what Soren could not finish, and the Muskies are on match point.
It does look like the Eagles are going to stumble into their strong.
Oh, hello. Etihan's in a world of trouble here. Oh, he does have a judge. This could be so bad. As 1 falls, 2 fall. Oh, he almost got
so
4.
much value.
He found so much damage with that judge, and Asher and he's going to fall. Stinger over Bucky every time. Deity finds 1 as Electric is kind of just trying to hide in this corner at this point, as it is going to be a 3v2 in favor of the Eagles. But the Muskies still have both of their duelists ready. They do have guns. They can try to make something happen. The rotate is coming out from the Eagles, trying to play towards A site. Can the Muskies sniff this out and find these kills and end this game here and now, or will we see a round 13 or 14?
Hoping out here as
Quick
Electric
math is
does
hard.
take a good amount of damage.
Cobra finds
Cobra
1.
gets 1.
With that. Is that no? That's not the Marshal, is it? No,
that's the Outlaw.
Gets
a no-scope.
Outlaw finds another, a 2v1.
Needs to
The
reload.
Muskies could punch their ticket to the quarterfinals. Now he finds the Stinger. He's trying to. Oh, but he had to reload. Kangster finds the kill, and not quite yet. We're heading to around 15.
15.
Quick math yet again. Bad aim.
Just 9 bullets.
Sorry,
left.
production got the vocal stim going. Eventually, I'll say something. They're saying way too many brain rot things back there, and I can't hold it in forever. As we're heading into round 15, can the Muskies punch their ticket to the quarterfinals, or can the Eagles start the comeback of the century? We're going to have to see here. What can the Muskies do? What can the Eagles do? Gates are open. Round 15, Etihan with a shorty. This could be dangerous for the Eagles if they don't sniff him out right here, as the Molly's going to be invested in. Etihan's in a world of trouble. Here comes the Boombot as well. It probably will spot him. Yes, it does. It will explode. Oh, it won't explode. Alex the Great finds Electric, but he's not quite close enough. Deity gets that kill. Asher trades one. Again, there's another great trade kill coming out from the Muskies, but here come the Eagles. They're pushing back. Oh, he is concussed and flashed. This is going to be so bad for Asher, as he is going to fall. 2 members of the Muskies to the 4 members of the Eagles. Let's see if we can find another angle here and end this match now, or if we'll be heading to a round 16.
It does look like Lakeland is kind of stuck in their spawn here.
Yeah, not much weaponry to work with either. They're on a save round, so more likely than not, we'll be heading to a round 16, seeing the Muskies buy up next round and trying to end it there.
Trying to get some damage here. Soren just whipping all
bad
the
aim.
shots.
Bad aim. As Soren does fall 12-3 to the side of the Eagles, as the Muskies still have plenty of rounds to play with. There should be, if we could hold tab to see, this should be a full buy coming out from the Muskies. Instead of doing the free camp, thank you very much, we are going to see just about a full buy coming out from the Muskies. Soren can't quite buy all the way up. Electric can't quite buy all the way up. We are going to see an Odin coming up from Etihan. The Etihan special, throwing it back to Etihan's like freshman, sophomore days. Oh, he sold it. Buy it back. Buy it back.
Boo.
Boo.
Probably
I want the
bought
Etihan
something
special.
for a teammate.
That used to be a classic Etihan. He'd pick up an Odin and just spray and pray. Cryptix is going to find one. Electric does fall from his ultimate. Going to try to pick up that Vandal, but he can't quite get it. And he's got a Stinger and a Dream here. Here come the Eagles. He finds one. He's got to reload, though, and Alex the Great finds that kill onto him. 3v4 here, but he did get some value. He got a lot of knowledge, and he got a lot of insight onto where the Eagles are. They are all playing hookah at the moment. The Raise Nade is invested, but the Eagles are starting to hightail it out of there towards A site, as the Muskies are still mostly playing here on B.
It does look like Cobra is going to go back to A to make sure that nothing's there, but it does look like some noises are happening.
Yep, Dog invested, so they know that he is going to be in lamps. Cobra is here by himself until his teammates get here, but he does find Deity standing on that box. He's able to even this up here 3-3. What can the Muskies do? Cryptax, I think is how you say it, finds the kill onto Cobra. Oh, but Asher has a great angle here. He's able to get past this deadlock wall, but he does fall. What can Soren do? He can't find that kill. A 4K for Cryptix as we head into round 17.
Usually on defense, Lakeland falls just a little bit shy of hitting that 13 mark on bind.
Yeah,
hopefully that does not continue much longer.
If the Eagles can rattle off 2 or 3 more round wins, the Muskies might start sweating a little bit. So we're going to have to see if we can just close this out here and now. If I'm the Muskies, I'm just playing until we have 3 to 5 ultimates and then winning that round. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, if the Eagles do win this round, I would like to see Lakeland invest a timeout just to regather, just ice them out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. As the flash is invested from Sky, it looks like Cobra is playing close on that angle. We're going to have to see if he's able to do anything. Dog's invested, and here comes the Molly as well. Cobra's in such a bad position. He is going to fall as 3 swing out of showers, and here come the Eagles. They're going to be on site. Asher playing long range with the Bucky, not going to find anything. Soren does fall to the showstopper as well, as Electric does find one with the Sheriff. Is going to make this a 2v4. Let's see if the Muskies can do anything. A Marshall and a Sheriff against a full buy on the side of the Eagles. The flash is invested from the Phoenix. 3 players are playing in lamps, and now they're going to kind of back out and play a little bit more classic post plant here. See if the Muskies can sniff out where anybody is, as Etihan's going to drop onto site. Here comes Electric as well. He's going to find actually a hit marker through the wall, but he does fall to Deity. 12-5. If you are a Eagles fan, they are just chipping away here, as the Muskies are looking to still find that last round 13 win.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no timeout here by Lakeland.
I would think timeout will get invested if they get to like 8. If the Eagles bring this to about 8, I would think a timeout gets invested here from the Muskies. There, no need to panic still. Obviously, you've let some rounds slip here, but you just need to win one, right? So you need to just find that one-round victory. We have Viper ult up now. I believe we have Phoenix ult as well. I can't really tell through that. But like I said, once you get 3 to 5 of those ultimates, yeah, and Phoenix is going to be 1 away from his ult. He's going to try to get this orb. Sky Flash is going to be found onto Phoenix, but he won't fall. That is very, very important for the Muskies as he's able to get that ultimate online and maybe just close this out and punch their ticket to the quarters in this round 18. As Etienne finds the shots through the smoke. What an absolute play from the senior on the stage, as it is a 5v4 now for the Muskies, a very advantageous spot here as they're looking to punch their ticket to the quarters here in this Division 7 national bracket, and Fade Ultimate is online. Will it get invested? Oh, Viper Wall goes up right as Etienne is looking to poke. Oh, here comes the Fade Wall, and here comes the dog. Soren finds one, but he does fall. Didi is able to get that trade kill. Phoenix is pushing out B long and is able to find Cryptix. Etienne does try to find one, but the crouch saves Kangster as he's able to avoid those shots coming out, but Cobra knows that this bomb is here. I would love to see the Showstopper just get invested to just end this here and now. Electric is trying to hold this angle, but bomb has been picked up by Kangster and Deity, and they're going to hightail it towards A. As Showstopper is invested, he's going to fire it down long, but does not find anybody. Just not enough value coming out from Cobra there for the Showstopper, and the rotations are coming out here from the Muskies now.
It does look like Asher is going to find.
Yeah, and he's gonna, but he's not gonna be looking. He's most likely gonna fall, and Deity does find him in lamps, as it is now a 2v2. Bomb or spike has been planted, and now what can the Muskies do? The two duelists on the side of the Muskies still alive. Can they have any sort of util for entry? And they still have the Phoenix ult. This is huge. Can they get any sort of information or any sort of intel with this Phoenix ult? Is he going to turn around and check that corner? He does see the brim, and he finds the kill. He will return to his body. Indeed, he does find Cobra on that spike. What can Phoenix do here as the spike is ticking away? There's probably not much more time. We do not have audio on this, so we're not going to be able to really know. He is going to be able to have this. Can he find the kill? Deity does find that 4K. 12-6 towards the Eagles, and they are slowly crawling their ways back into this game.
Hopefully Lakeland does not choke here. We need this. We need our mental to come back up.
Yeah, well, we still have Viper ult invested, or we still have Viper ult online. We're going to have Brim ult online as well, so they're going to be able to make something happen. They just have to keep playing patient. They can't panic. That's the big thing about these situations. You are losing a lot of rounds in a row, but you cannot panic because you just need one and the game's over. So you just need some early picks. You're going to be able to create some advantages for yourself, and then you can head into the quarterfinals. Or if you're the Eagles, you're trying desperately to force a game 3. So it looks like we're going to have a hookah push here coming out from the Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles do love pushing hookah, especially since
smoke invested onto elbow.
It does look like they get tagged by a Raze nade, or at least a Viper Molly.
Yep, and it looks like Viper Wall is invested as well, just to stall this push at all. We're going to see Electric playing a very close angle on Garden, and Etihan and Asher playing very close with the Bucky and the Spectre, just playing on some sort of a save round to see if they can make anything happen. All 5 members from the Eagles are here, and the go button's about to be pressed. Alex the Great finds the kill onto Electric. Kree finds Asher as Etihan finds one. Can he find another? But Cobra is going to be able to trade that one onto Deity. A 3v2. This is still very winnable for the Muskies. Can Cobra find the shots? But he can't. Kangster finds the kill onto Cobra, and it's all up to Soren. All up to the senior. Can he make something happen here in this round? What is this? Round 19? As the Sky Flash is going to find him, so they know he's playing hookah. They know where he is. This might just be try to find a kill or two and then head into the next round to try to win it there. He's going to switch back to the Sheriff, throws it out. He's going to try to find a Vandal kill here. Can he find Kangster, or will he just maybe even save this Vandal to make the next round easier for his team? We're going to have to see once this Brim Smoke goes down, but it looks like he has another queued, locked, and ready to go. And it looks like he might just play to save this Vandal here for the next round, as it is starting to get a little more tense here in the Fishbowl as these rounds just keep slipping away from the Muskies.
Unfortunately, a couple shots missing there by Soren. Cryptix is just trying to chip away, but opting to save the Vandal. Unfortunately, whiffing the shots on the Sky, and Sky getting the kill there.
Yep, so we're going to be heading into round 20 here as the Eagles have been able to rally off 6 rounds in a row. So can the Muskies find their footing and end this match here now, or are the Eagles going to be able to force overtime? 5 rounds between then and now, or can the Muskies send themselves to the quarterfinals with just one good round here?
Right now, it looks like the Eagles are looking to move towards A. It does look like Cobra has it up. Thorn gets hit with the Brim ult.
Yeah, he does get the Brim ult on top of his head as Asher is just gonna fall back here. As Cobra's gonna try to find any sort of op kills if he can. He did spot the deadlock. The net is gonna be invested. He does find one. He has the bolt action and he's netted, so everything is slower and can't quite find that second shot onto Deity to get that 2K. As the Muskies are still going to try to make something happen here. The Fade Eye is going to be invested. It does spot Brimstone, as Dog is going to be invested in the lamps as well, and Itihan will follow right behind his Dog. He does find 3, he finds 1, Electric finds 1. That's 3 down for the Eagles. It's a 3v1 for the Muskies. They could send themselves to the quarterfinals now if they can find this defuse. If they are going to stick it, and the Muskies are going to be heading to the quarterfinals here in the national bracket.
That was starting to look really bad for the Muskies there, as the Eagles were starting to climb their way back up. But it does look like the Muskies are going to take it, hopefully take it to finals, win the championship. It would be a great send-off for both our seniors here, having won Omega Strikers, and I believe are actively working
towards Rivals as well. So
Rivals.
A great series coming out from the Muskies. Their return back to the NECC after about a month off, able to pick up this 2-0 victory over the Eagles and send themselves into the quarterfinals as they await the winner of the 1 versus 16 seed matchup. So tomorrow, the game is scheduled for tomorrow. We will be trying to reschedule it to, I believe, Wednesday, because our Marvel Rivals teams also kicks off their NECC national bracket run tomorrow as well. So we're going to try to space those games out and bring them to you as much as we can. Stay tuned on our Instagram and our socials so you can catch when those game times will be going live. Join our Discord to get pinged whenever we go live as well. But this has been a great series to cast. Thank you for the help, B. I appreciate it. But the Muskies are heading to the quarterfinals. We're back in the national bracket. This is a lot of fun. Hopefully many more streams to come here in the next 2 weeks. But until tomorrow, 8 p.m. for Rivals, we will see you then. Have a good night.
Thank you.